Alright, y'all already know what time it is. We are back with some more Dragon Ball Sparking Zero demo gameplay I had captured at EVO. We did go ahead and compile two different matches for this video as well. If you have been enjoying the content, feel free to go ahead and leave a like, of course. But this time we are, again, hopping right into the match. So, we see Super Saiyan Goku versus Android 17, and we just get a little special dialogue here between the two, which is really cool. And this is, I believe, the Dragon Ball Super Goku, right? The Super Saiyan version of Dragon Ball Super Goku, which is why they do have that special dialogue. And of course, the match just starts right away. 17 just instantly starts off with this barrier. What a great thing, dude. Dude, the barrier and everything like that is so annoying. But right here, I was just, again, trying some stuff out, getting a really strong feel of the game at this point. Of course, I don't think anyone could really call themselves a Sparking Zero Pro. The game's not even out yet, right? When the game comes out, we'll fully get a good, really, really good look at, okay, what exact strings are blockable, because I feel like some of these strings here that I was able to get connected, or even just like any gameplay you watch, some of the strings you'll see, a lot of the times the CPU may just be able to block out of it or do something to get out of those attacks sometimes. Right there, try to I don't know, the palm tree, you see, kind of ran into it and it kind of stopped my dash. It was a little weird. I was able to grab 17 there, get some space, but oh yeah, you could actually vanish and hit them back again after the grab, which is a pretty cool thing. I blocked this little, I think, what's the name of that attack that 17 uses? I forget the top of my head. Anyways, but I think you guys kind of get the point. Regardless, it's still just cool to see some of these combos, and a lot of them are able to connect actually in the game. Right there, if you're finding a good player, a good CPU, me dashing after that Ki wave would not, a good player would be able to get out of that unless you really catch them off guard potentially. But yeah, kind of pieced up 17 pretty quick right there. We do go ahead and do the homing dash, get right behind Gogeta, and you see Gogeta started blocking after that. So after the step in, the first attack, he was able to guard. So I don't know, it's kind of weird. But anyways, I was able to give Gogeta some, I was gonna give Gogeta some back shots. Yeah, we do use the all encompassing power is what I believe that was right there, which is not actually a power up to sparking. It is just giving Goku buffs, right? And I feel like that, those buffs, we don't know the exact difference in damage they could do compared to different characters. Maybe even different characters have different strong buffs. That right there, the homing dash into the major, how do I explain it, that combo with the R where you could just keep going. You can keep that going for a super long time and end up just killing your opponent by doing that, then launching it to an ultimate, just like in BT3. But I feel like there's more of a I think, the defensive options that, for example, the revenge counter, I don't even know if you could do that, if you get behind the opponent, because, or if the opponent's behind you and, attacking you from behind, because, I actually haven't seen if revenge counter would turn your character around or not. But, there are ways to get around some of these defensive techs, like step in, maybe someone will try to do revenge counter. You could do a step in, and then you have iframes during that, and it's even if revenge counter could turn your character way around, which I don't know for sure, someone could predict that. Or imagine getting super perceptioned, and then they just keep the combo going. That'd be crazy. Anyways, we have Beerus versus Gohan, and again, what I was talking about with some of these combos that aren't quote unquote true combos is, you'll see Beerus in so many of these fights, he does perception a lot. You'll see, I think right here, Beerus does end up doing perception. Yeah, right there, when I try to go ahead and do the up smash into the air. Unfortunately, Beerus is he just spams that button. He just spams perception, right? So you see some of these combos that aren't necessarily true combos may not actually fully go through, and at this point I'm learning that. I'm okay, I do hit him with the revenge counter right there, actually, and we just keep knocking Beerus around, finish this boy off, and Beerus is done. So that is this match with Super Saiyan Gohan, starting to feel as strong as I used to be. Then we're heading into this next match, which again, I do show the character select screen here just so people are able to see that, because not everyone will tune into every video. Like, you watching right here, this could be the first video you've seen of me, which, I hope you're enjoying the content, commentary, etc. All that stuff, right? I'm gonna have plenty of Sparking Zero content. That's not even just gameplay coming out, so exciting. I do actually pick Android 17 again. Android 17, I think he's really, like, he's flashy and fun to use. I feel like key with androids could be a little better. Like, they do recover their own key, and that is really helpful. They passively do recover even though they can't charge key. We'll see when the full game is out for sure on how things actually will work, because they could always change like the key rate recovery, or really so many things of how the game works, and like these dropped combos could be really different when the game fully releases, right? Like, I'm not sure, like in this map there are a lot of times where combos could drop just because you vanish and then like you knock the opponent into the air past the rocks, and then when you would vanish in a combo, like, like after that, like if Goku was like, dude, I just can't stop speaking, right? I think in this combo as an example, we're like, these vanishes that could happen in combos, of course. Sometimes you just get stuck on one of the rocks and then the combo doesn't land, right? Goku hit me with a revenge counter right there. I never got a super perception off the revenge counters. I think the next time I'll be able to play this game, whenever that is, I'm gonna like try to like kind of keep a lookout that, especially looking after all this footage. It's like you could see them wind up the punch. You just need to have that reaction time for it. But at this point, I played this game like all the way back in July at this point, right? This is like what, July 19th, 18th. So it's been a couple of weeks now. I do go ahead and get a grab on Goku, knocked him around. Yeah, I could have switched right there potentially and then continue the combo with another character, which I do think I actually get later on. But I decided, no, let's just keep fighting with Boo just because I wanted to get some extra Boo gameplay here. And, you could also see gameplay from the CPU, like Super Saiyan 3 Goku, for example. You're seeing him do combos on me, or his revenge counter or anything. Yeah, he double revenge countered me, which I feel like is probably not the best usage of your bar or your stock, right? But whatever. Goku, I guess at that point he was almost dead anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Broly gets in here. Broly is one of the also more annoying AI. I think, like you could, I don't know, you could tell some of these AIs are just like stupid, but then some of them actually kind of know a little, right? I think the Broly, Gogeta, and Beerus AIs were like the most annoying ones. But yeah, you can see right there, when I switched to Goku, since Broly is being knocked around, I basically did I think it's called a chase change, I believe. I was able to actually get behind Broly right here with my, like, step in. I don't know if that was just, like, a one-time thing just because of how the characters were angled in a certain way, or if that's a thing we could potentially do, because flanking isn't really, like, as, like, doesn't really work as well in, like, Sparking Zero compared to BT3. From what I understand, for people who actually try to outflanking. But like, if we're able to figure out a way to like burst, like how do I explain it, like step behind the opponent and then flank them, that could be really good. Again, it's just a lot of these things that we just won't really know until the game fully releases. Same with combos, where we could have, okay, if we're able to get into a training mode, dude, I'm telling you, so many things would have been figured out with this game, but unfortunately that's not the case. Broly vanished and knocked me back there. It is what it is. Tried to hit him with Ki Blast to open him up, but right here, I probably just wasn't playing the best. That it just be like that right here. I was not playing at peak performance. I do the max power right there. I think I blocked this with Broly, but then right here, I just saw like, okay, let me lock in a little. that's what I was thinking, right? I was able to get Broly from behind, really sick. I do knock him back around, back and forth. I don't know if that would be a true combo. Broly was being knocked around from behind. I feel like when I turned him around, he could have like revenge countered me, but then I could have gotten the super perception, right? I guess at the same time. But that was a 36 hit combo. Again, I can't really, people who like especially played BT3 way more than I did could probably like let me know in the comments like, oh, that probably wouldn't have landed, or other people who played Sparking. But again, the enemy being like turned around, it really opens up potential combos that you wouldn't be able to do, like obviously if they're turn 4. That's just how Budokai games are working, right? You know. The camera angle is kind of weird here. I tried to hit him with a perception, but he did not do that. Dude, 17 perception is so silly. I love 17. 17 is a little fun right there. I tried to see what could happen there if I like go back and do a ki blast, but that didn't connect. Did not do a ki blast well right there, so I used the android barrier. We revenge countered each other back and forth, and then we see 17 with a win screen right here. You know what? I probably would have lost back in the day, which is a pretty cool win screen. I might even post that on Twitter. We'll see. I think that's pretty cool, but yeah, that's all I really have to talk about regarding this Sparking Zero video. Again, hope you guys have been enjoying the content. Let me know if there's any cool things that you've noticed in the video that I didn't like catch myself personally. Like, I'm done here. Thanks y'all for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.